you on the car. It's like a weekend at Bernie's, and baby, you with the problem. About to get it poppin', call a Uber, cause I'm a scuba. Dive while he driving, shawty rocket, and I'm an Uber. I know you like it when I put it, yeah. Maybe you should bring a friend along, yeah.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Bears going up against the Vikings. So for the call of this Week 17 matchup, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback. First carry here for Shane Vereen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 there. And the Bears are going to get a first.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet you still have to be physical, and that's what they did on the first play.
Curley's got it complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now Hoyer. And to the left side here, Wilson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Defense maybe trying to guess the snap count there, and it costs them 5 yards. So 5 yards remain now, still first down. They'll run. It's Vereen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4. Here's Hoyer. Over the middle, it's Holmes. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
They'll run again with Vereen. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Let's go.
Wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Connor Barth now for the Bears field goal. This a 33-yard attempt. And Barth puts it through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Breeze now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Halfback sent in motion. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Austin's got it left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. To throw is Breeze. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And they better put that ball to the side because with that catch, he's a new single-season receiving yards record holder.
What a fantastic year. And we saw it start early, didn't we, partner? Right out of the gate. We knew he was going to have a tremendous year, but who knew it would culminate in breaking this all-time record.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Again, here's Bernard. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. Now 4th down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Play clock winding down. They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Giovanni Bernard. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get the really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They stick on the ground. Again, it's Marine. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Now Hoyer. He's got time. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
Emmanuel Sanders, the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Emmanuel Sanders, 84 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota defense, we watch them get set to roll. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense and said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Holding offense.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Here's Hoyer surveying the field. And it's brought in by Pitta. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you've got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks, because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
Hoyer to Vereen out in the flat. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. They'll drop to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And Barth puts it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Now Brees throwing on second down. Sanders has it over the middle. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now Brees on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Vikings defense getting ready to go. And even though that last drive yielded points, it was a long field goal, so they probably weren't too upset about it. Although here, obviously, they'd like to give up 0.
Of course, that's the goal each and every time out. But when they make that type of a field goal that long, you almost give them a little nod of respect to the kicker, like, congratulations. But you do feel pretty good about not giving up anything big.
Yeah, and we'll see if they can not give up anything big on this drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding time. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, That's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So here's 3rd and 20 with a long yardage. Defense going with a nickel look. Here's Vereen. And they'll bring him down here right. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. They'll begin here with Bernard. And he powers his way up past the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Jackson's got it over the middle. So we've come upon halftime here in week. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out of here in the second half, of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. They want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
So 2nd and 10 here. Time running out here on the play clock. From midfield, here's Breeze. Left side here to Sanders. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And numbers to like, that's for sure here. Back-to-back good games. Maybe they found something last week that they can carry forward here, a little blueprint.
Yeah, we often talk about a defense seeing something that held a person down and implementing that themselves. In this case, I think exactly what you said. This is working. Until someone comes up with an answer for it, no reason to go away from it. Plus, let's just face it, he's as good as any receiver in the league. He's just playing at a really high level. They've got to continue to find ways to get him the ball.
And they're not able to convert on 4th down. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you bumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right?
Which means pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Here we go now. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
A dump off to Vereen. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. They'll need to get the play off quickly.
21.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
The penalty on 1st down backs them up 5. It's now 1st down at 15. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Ready. Yellow lady. Here we go. Safety creep.
Play clock winding down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
The Vikings send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bears take over. Our eyes shift now to the Vikings defense. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3-and-outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here. See if they can force another 3-and-out. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge, Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here's Hoyer. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Hoyer. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Third down now following the completed pass. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll run here. This is Kadeem Carey. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action, they'll throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give him even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
Second down now after the incompletion. Now Hoyer. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Austin's got it left side. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Bree's going to throw here on the screen. Bernard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. some space here. And he's brought down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. Breeze to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And certainly a valuable tool to have in your kit, Emmanuel Sanders, and he's shown us quite a bit in this one.
And that's why they want to use him immediately. You know they come out of the locker room saying, let's get the ball to him, get our offense jump-started, and in this case, it's worked throughout the game. Thus, they have the lead.
On the toss, Bernard. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Breeze is looking to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. To throw is Breeze. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Breeze going to go on 4th down. And he takes it in for the score, the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And they keep the winning streak alive. A big victory today.
And not only that, they serve notice to everyone else on their schedule.
You're a crack at dawn, Monday morning coffee, strong pouring everything you got into a pail.